Well, hello again, America, and happy Veterans Day. I know it's Thanksgiving time, really, but you know what? I think that Veterans Day and Thanksgiving are pretty similar. I mean, I don't need a day set aside to give thanks, right? I give thanks every single day. And Veterans Day, I don't need a day to think about veterans and say thank you, veterans, right? I can do that every single day. If you're waiting for next Veterans Day to say thanks to a veteran, please don't. You can do it right now, okay? You're not too late. You're never too late. But what I've been doing since Veterans Day earlier this month, I've been interviewing veterans, women and men, different ages, different branches, Air Force, Marines, Army. It's been amazing. And I'm bringing things down to the last one of this series here with my someone who is closest to me when it comes to being a veteran. That's my own dad. You know, veterans and others who throughout history have made this country. But one veteran has actually literally made me, of course, and that is my dad. So, like I've done already, I'm going to ask you. I already know about you and different things, but for those watching, I want to know give your name, your branch of service, and then we'll go into certain duties that you had to perform as well. Okay?
Okay. Well, I'm Jerome Roy the first, and my branch of service was the United States Navy, where I spent 20 years there traveling throughout the United States and most of this world. And I had a very good time doing it.
Yeah, that's good news, right? No, you're not stressed out. You had some fun. And what were from your title to your duties while you were in the Navy?
Well, my title was radioing, basically communications, the transmitting, receiving messages, making sure that communications happen from point to point between the ships, ship to ship, ship to shore, shore to shore, different commands, Department of Defense, other military branches of service, basically what we call a control center. In Italy, excuse me, I had the opportunity to work with all of the branches of service because of being at a NATO base. We had all the branches. We had the Navy, the Air Force, Army, and Marines. So we communicated with everybody.
Communication. And actually, that was my area in school, in college. So in a way, it kind of trickled down to me. Thank you for that. And again, we're right now, it's Thanksgiving time. You're hearing voices. We're having a fun time giving thanks. I remember time at the base. I spent a lot of time on the base with you there. I even have memories of being a kid going into the ship. It's called the Nimitz, right? And I can even close my eyes and picture like a virtual tour of going through that ship and seeing things. So that was just pretty cool. But like I said, it is Thanksgiving time, and a lot has gone on this month. Not just Veterans Day and Thanksgiving coming up. We had a big election, where, of course, people, the outcome based on what you were thinking and who you wanted. You're still emotional and different things going through your head. Maybe even Thanksgiving has not even calmed people down enough, to get over what happened and maybe being angry. So I want to know from you, for those who are individuals who are having a tough time with what happened perhaps and getting ready to go to a new year, what can those as individual citizens perhaps focus on giving back to their country as you give into your country, our country?
Well, the main thing to focus on is day-to-day living. The election has happened. There's nothing that we can do about it. We can just have to wait and see what is going to happen. You have to understand that as a president, you are an individual, but you have to answer to the people. And the people, to me, the people have spoken. They have elected the president, may not be the president we want, may not even be the president I want, but this is something that I have to live with. And I have to learn how to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. The president say he's going to do this, he's going to do that, but he still has a Congress that he has to deal with. And he also had the people. So if people are protesting, if you went out and voted and it didn't go your way, well, things like that happen. This is the United States of America. And everything is done in a democratic process. So the process is taking place. And like I say, we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. We can't change it. The electorate can change it, but we just have to wait and see what they're going to do come December 19th.
And that's a good point you made as far as United States democracy. One thing I want to get from you, one more question. That's this: is that going into a new year, 2017, and the hope is something that I think I don't care what president says it. The word hope is a good word, strong word. And so, from you, a veteran, you have served in the past, and how we're here in the present, and then of course, young people coming up, from kids and grandkids and all types of young people. The future is next for them. What is your hope for this country? If there's one thing maybe that there's a hope that you have for them, what may that hope, that area be?
Well, my hope is that they will understand how the process works and that they will do everything in their power to make sure that things maybe kind of go their way. I mean, you can't make things go your way exactly, but if you vote, if you get a good education, learn how the process works, learn about the government, learn about the military, and just, as you say, hope that things will be better. And this is one of the things that we have done as adults. We have tried to make things better for the kids coming up than they were for us. We always say, well, I want things to be better for my children than they were for me. And this is what we fight for. This is why we have the military. We go in there to make sure that we have a strong country, make sure that we will have a country that they can actually live in and enjoy. So, and of course, I'm a warmonger. I feel anybody mess with the United States, we blow them out the water. It doesn't sound like something that you should say, but this is my feeling. I feel that as a strong country, a strong military is needed. And in the past, the presidents, after president, have broken down the military to weaken it. A strong military force is needed to have a strong country. That's my belief.
Well, and that's what I want from you. Strong military, which you've been, strong military, Navy, Air Force, Army. And that's what I'm thankful for. This is Thanksgiving. I already said once that veterans and Thanksgiving Day, they can go together. And here's a novel idea. Be thankful for your veterans. So at Thanksgiving time, it's okay to thank your veterans for what they've done. Your uncle, your father, your grandmother, your aunt, whoever you know. Show them some thanks this Thanksgiving. I appreciate all that you, my dad, have done, all those who have served our country have done. And so to you, everybody out there, hey, happy Thanksgiving, okay? And God bless America.